Philly on Lock is a podcast based solely on the opinions and life experiences of the hosts. We may not always agree, but we do it respectfully and sometimes laced with humor. Philly on Lock is for the grown and the beautiful. Viewer discretion is advised. Now on to the show with Philly on Lock.
Good people, good people, good people. What the fuck do it do today? Hey, y'all already know who it is. It's none other than Philly Boy and my lovely co-host, Miss
Locked and loaded. What it do, good people? Did y'all miss us this time? We came right on back this time. We trying.
And we are known as who?
Philly on Lock _podcast. Make it happen.
Hey, so today's episode, we're definitely got a nice one again. Remember, we told you, season 3 is all about elevation. So we've been having conversations on the tiki-taki thing, and something interesting came up. But you know, as usual, we're going to get into it. But fuck you and the high horse you came riding in on. If it's my opinion, it's our opinion. We don't care. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and let Locke give the disclaimer.
Okay, our disclaimer, because he is, as y'all know, is what he just said. So ours is opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. No two are alike. All right, and on that note, let's get into it. So today, we are discussing, the title of our topic today is knowing your role. And I don't mean the juicy rolls that we get, because I know I got some. I don't mean the cinnamon rolls. I don't mean the back rolls, the love handles.
Where the fuck is all that coming from?
I'm just making sure y'all know what roll we talking about. So
ROLE, not ROLLS.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure. You said you wanted to let them make it.
When I described it, I think they got it. But thanks, honey.
Okay.
All right. So most folks would think of gender roles, but we wanted to touch a little bit deeper than it. So what about the role of supporting cast and leading role in relationships? That's what we gonna touch on today. What you think?
Should be very interesting.
Yeah,
should definitely be very interesting.
Okay, and the reason why this kind of came up, and like we've said before, if y'all been kind of rolling with us since the beginning, topics for podcasts come up during general conversations between us.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? We'll see something or something is going on, or we could be on the tiki-taki and be on live, and we get into deep conversations. And it's like, you know what? It's a lot of stuff we didn't touch on or we didn't talk about.
True.
Or while we're having our discussions, we're like, yo, we should take this, basically pack this show up and take it on the road. So, yeah.
Facts.
So, a lot of stuff has been going on that's really been touching on roles. But we're not just talking about gender roles. Like I said, we're talking about people that's playing their part in a relationship, knowing your role.
Okay, so then let's clarify. When you say playing your part, I need you to elaborate as to say playing your part, because you know I'm gonna be the ass.
I know you are.
I'm going to come up with something totally hypothetical or okay, but explain what you mean by playing your part.
Okay. While, doing...
Hey, time out. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
Is this coming from a woman's perspective or...
I'm just, you know me, I talk from my opinion.
Okay.
From my experience.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
So, with a lot of shit that's going on, a lot of conversations that's going on, and with the work that I have been doing on myself, and steadily doing on myself, because I'm a full believer, I'm a work in progress, and I'll probably be a work in progress until the day I die, right? I'm just being real, you know what I'm saying? Because if we don't ever elevate and we don't continue to grow, then what's the point?
True.
Right?
True.
We're just sitting stagnant like most stale potato chips.
That's true.
So, the thing is, in a certain thing that I seen, I came to the conclusion of maybe I've been overplaying my part. So that's why I mean playing your part. And I mean doing what you're supposed to do within your relationship. But I think sometimes we overdo it. We can overdo it. I know I have.
Right.
And looking back, and it's like certain things made me question, have I been doing too much?
True.
Like I'm almost overcompensating. You know what I'm saying? And it's
You're
like
overcompensating? What are you overcompensating for?
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is overplaying my part.
You ain't get it.
Yeah, I know. I don't have to overcompensate. That was some shit that was said last night on the tiki-taki on the
Anyway.
So, but, you know, most dudes overcompensate, sir. The short man syndrome. But anyway, that's not the point. So, yeah, I feel like, you know, possibly there have been times when I've overplayed my hand. Almost like a game of spades. Like I've overshot it.
You overdid it.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm putting too much into certain relationships, but I'm not getting anything
You're putting
out of
all
it.
your eggs in the basket.
Right. Or I'm just putting all my effort towards my person or my friend or my whatever, but they're not putting anything towards me. So therefore, if I'm putting all my energy towards them and they're giving me nothing, I don't have any energy for myself. So I don't overplay my part in this situation.
Interesting. So, yeah, so I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying. When you say, okay, how do I want to say this? Well, no, I'm just thinking. When you're saying you overplayed your part, is it what, financial wise? Sexually wise, or what? How did you feel you was really overplaying your part? Now we know, of course, love or all kinds of shit could go on in a relationship.
Right. Okay. So for me, I think maybe because I'm a nurturer by trade. Right. I'm a mama, a woman. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, we're nurturers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I didn't say all, so like I said, a lot. And I think I have like over nurtured. I know that's not really it, but it's like no,
we make up our own words.
We do.
But go ahead.
But what I mean is like mother hen, helicopter.
Right.
Like a helicopter wife or a helicopter girlfriend or a helicopter whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm hovering and I'm trying to do it all. It's like I want to cook for you and I want to clean for you and I want to da-da-da-da. And it's like, you know, are you okay? Is everything good? You need something? Da-da-da. And I'm like, and maybe I kind of downplay what's going on with me. I'm not really worried about how I'm feeling because I'm worried about my partner.
Gotcha.
So
you're overextending yourself.
Right.
When you shouldn't have to.
Right.
Do you feel that was a hindrance in any relationship? Now, of course, you know I don't like comparing relationships, right. But just thinking back, like you said, thinking back to how you used to be, do you feel that it was a hindrance towards what y'all had going on in a relationship? Did you use that, or okay, let's take it a step further. Whatever relationship you was in, you know how you felt. You said you felt as though you was overextending yourself.
I feel that way now, looking back. I didn't then.
Oh, so then this question probably wouldn't be conducive. Because I was going to say, what if they was playing on that? They knew what was going on.
Right.
And they was playing on that because...
Okay.
I'll get into that later, but I'm just saying, people play on that shit. The vulnerability. That's where the vulnerability. So know your roles. I feel as though has a lot of vulnerability in it.
Absolutely, because you kind of leaving yourself open to be either taken advantage of or appreciated.
So when you think back to it now, like you said, do you feel like you were appreciated or you were taken advantage of?
I feel like it was a major appreciation in some sense, with certain people.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I feel like also that I may have added stress to a situation. Because it's like, I'm telling you I'm okay, but you're still like hovering over me. And It's like, back up. But I don't want to be mean and tell you to back up like that. So it's like, and then it's like giving space, knowing when to back up, knowing when to back down. And I don't think I've ever known it until now.
Okay.
It's like one of those, hindsight is 20/20. It's like you look back and it's like, okay, I'm doing the work on myself. Okay, I see where I probably was messing up at.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I see where that could have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? It may not have been a bad problem for them. It is what it is. I'm gonna let her do what she do. But at the same time, it's kind of like, maybe I should have laid off a little bit, like I was mothering. And who wants to sleep with their mama? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, maybe the lines got blurred in that. It's like,
okay, Robin Thicke. But go ahead.
Hey, don't come from me, Marvin Gaye people. I know y'all like to get at people. Okay, so, but no, so I just feel like, the lines may have blurred a little bit sometimes with the overcaring. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, and like I said, this with me doing the work now is going, okay, maybe I do a little too much because it goes back to the last episode where, I felt like I've always tried to do everything. So the superwoman syndrome. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, this podcasting is therapy for me, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I learn something new about myself every damn episode. No joke.
I mean, that's why we do this shit. We having those everyday conversations, but we ain't going to veer too much off the topic. When I look at it, like I said a few minutes ago, yeah, I knew my role. I played my role very well. Mm-hmm. And that was during, I would quote unquote saying my street days and my military days. Okay. My street days and my military days. But no, so the playing the role part, there is a big difference when you say knowing your role. Because the way I looked at it, we was just fucking.
Okay.
We was just fucking. I
so
mean,
it was just the on deck dick.
On deck dick, yeah.
Okay, that worked.
Either you came to me or I came to you.
That was the role. Dick on hand.
But it was just a simple fact that now when I think back to it now, it was just like, I played my role very well.
He delivered.
But
y'all heard
I'm not even talking about it in that. No, I'm not talking about it in that way. I'm talking about in the aspect of, okay, I used it to my advantage.
Okay.
So, case in point, I was talking to one female, and this was before the military. I mean, we was kicking it. I mean, we would hang out, but she knew I was a street person. She knew I hung out in the streets. No, I wasn't a dope boy. I wasn't none of that. I just hung out in the streets. People knew me in the streets.
Right.
I hung out in the bars. I mean, the bar on a fucking Thursday night, it's going down on a Thursday because I was in that bitch.
I think everybody had somewhere to go on Thursday night. I used to go to Installations every Thursday.
So it was just a simple fact that, yeah, I had no other choice but to play the role because it was too many. Shit. I got in a lot of trouble in that bar.
Oh.
Yeah. I seen a lot of fights in that bar.
Okay, back to playing your role.
Right. Because it was like, I was playing my role though, but it was with different friends.
Friends.
It was with different Anyway, so it was just the simple fact that when it comes, so I was quote unquote knowing and playing my role, but not in a so good way, because it was like I knew what I was doing. Right. When I think back to it, I knew what I was doing, but even thinking about it now, back then, I really didn't give a fuck.
Okay.
I really didn't give a fuck.
Okay.
Because nobody was going. Who's going to stop me? Who's going to tell me?
Most dudes didn't give a fuck. Which one?
Who's going to say something to me? Not a motherfucking soul.
Who gonna check with boo?
Not with all my other goddamn brothers and no. But regardless, anyway. So I used knowing your role in not such of a good way. So it's like, what am I really doing? So even during the relationship time, yeah. Well, it was only one relationship I really didn't give two shits about. It was, anyway.
What?
Yeah.
I'm really trying to follow. I'm going, what? I'm almost having a blank moment like last night. It was like.
No, it's just the knowing your role. When you think back to it now, that phrase alone speaks volumes.
Okay.
It definitely speaks volumes.
It does.
Because in this day and age and time that we in now, you can't fuck around that way.
No.
People are getting unalived for shit like that.
Right. Well, yeah, kind of sort of. Well, yeah. And I'm not even going to say that. It may be because the roles are not identified or not properly addressed or given the proper labels.
But what do you mean by being properly addressed? Or
because this is the thing. That's also another thing that plays into knowing your role. You know, because
hold on, don't say we're going to go with being in a relationship. The man do this, the woman do that. It's not that type of know your role, is it?
I have no idea what you're saying.
Okay, so all right. So go ahead and say what you was going to say.
Okay. What I was going to say was that shit, you done made me lose my goddamn train of thought.
Oh,
God. What
are
you talking about? But anyway, that knowing your role, as in knowing your role within their relationship, like knowing what part you supposed to play. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't expect to be girlfriend if it's not identified. If it's not properly, come to that conclusion that that's what you are. Don't play that part. You know what I'm saying? Don't play the part of a girlfriend if you're not sure that that's what you are. Don't assume that that's what you are because you gonna fuck around and get your feelings hurt.
So
now that's how people get unalive.
So and somewhat hypothetically speaking, you're saying unless a person has a title, that's when they supposed to know their part?
Well, I'm all about titles, which I've said on another podcast.
Right.
Because I don't want to assume. I don't want to be the ass. I don't want to be the ass of a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, if there's until something is, because I'm big on titles. I get the fact that folks might be getting to know each other and we together or we talking and all that. Those old sayings that we used back in the 90s, early 2000s. But here's the thing. A lot of people expect, or I'm going to say, some people will give themselves place themselves in those certain situations and certain roles and do the things that a title comes with, but they don't have that title. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's like, I'm kicking it with this dude, he cool, he mad cool, I want to be with da-da-da. And it seems like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that one person may get in their head, okay, well, we together. you're assuming we together. And then when something pop off and it's like, we ain't together. I can do what I want to do. And it's like, we never say we was together. We never had that discussion.
Right.
And it's like, the fuck? But I've been doing all this. And it's like, I didn't ask you to do that. Know your role. Overplaying your part.
So is there, let me see. Is there like a time frame?
Mm-mm. I ain't gonna say there's ever a time frame. I never want to put time constraints on anything to move organically. You know what I'm saying? Hell, shit, case in point, me, you know, in my person. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing that I want to put a time frame on. If it happened, it happened. But at the same time, when it's moving, the question that come out my mouth, so what we finna do? Or what is
Go to the store.
And see, that's why I want to fight you all the time. And y'all don't understand my constant struggle.
No, hold on. But no, you're saying, okay, maybe I didn't ask it in the right way. When I say time frame, when it's like, okay, when you're saying know your role.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, how am I trying to say it? Is it like in a relationship, you know your role? Do you just automatically come out the gate being that way, or do you let things play out? In I'm
all about organic,
putting expectations. Yeah.
No, I'm all about organic. You know, I'm all about a relationship.
But are you organically going into that relationship knowing your role?
I mean, I know what I do and I know what I offer. From jump. I know me. And I know how I love. And I know how I show love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know, food is a love language. Touch is a love language.
Right.
Hell, communication affirmations is a love language. Right. I know my levels of intimacy and my love languages. You know what I'm saying? Which I touch on a whole bunch of. You know what I'm saying? I have to have physical touch. Or I feel like, shit, the honeymoon phase is over kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I have to have some kind of communication because if you go dry on me, I feel like you're not fucking with me right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta eat because I'm a fat girl. I like to eat. We bond up for food. What you want? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I like snacks. So, I mean, and it's like, I know what I bring.
Right.
And I know what I like.
Okay.
And so if I've already put that out there, I know if there is no, okay, so I got to do this by this, da da da, and I don't have a rule book or a handbook that I go by, I just show affection. I just do it. You know what I'm saying? And I think where I overstep it is, it's like I do too much. And I do so much to a point where now I'm tired.
But I need you to explain what is too much.
Okay. Like I said, for me, I think it feel like I overcompensate. It's like I know how I came up. Messy love. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's certain love that I didn't have. So it's like once I find somebody that, says he loves me, I love them, it's like I'm too much.
You're somewhat over exaggerating, but not in a bad way. Right. You know how shit can be embellished.
It's almost like
over exaggerating.
It's just I'm just doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, you okay? Da, 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 I'm buying you this and I want you to have this, and it's like I'm doing stuff without you asking. And it's like I'm just constantly wanting to take care of you. So it's like, I might not want to be taken care of.
There's a lot of shit that could be done without asking. I understand what you're saying with that, because even if y'all have that type of relationship, when two people have that type of relationship, that shit is going to happen regardless. Yeah, where shit gets done without even asking for it.
That's true. But then the problem comes in when you're doing it, and it's not being reciprocated.
Yeah. I knew you was about to say that.
You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, reciprocated, and you almost don't even feel appreciated.
But
Because
reciprocal? No.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead, then, because I gotta
Because
retort.
sometimes it feels like you do stuff and people, it comes natural that you do it, and then they don't even appreciate it anymore because they just look for you to do it.
Right.
So it's like, I don't even have to ask. I know it's going to get done. And the
Gotcha.
appreciation, it may not be there. And that's when you feel like, well, what the fuck?
Got you. So the reciprocation. We both said reciprocation, which is understood. That's the common denominator. What if that person does not play that part or know they role the way you want them to? They know they role. They doing what they got to do, but it's not the way you, quote unquote, are. Anybody perceive it, expect it, or whatever. Maybe it's just like some simple shit. Like
the majority of shit that pop off, it started off simple. It grows, it escalates to something bad, and it grows to escalate to something bad because typically we don't say shit. I'm the type that if shit bother me, I might not say nothing right then and there. So I let it fester and just be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna keep it moving. And then it continued. And then it continued. Then something else come. And then it get bigger. And it's like a spider bite. Or a mosquito bite. It might start off little. And then in a minute, it's a big ass knot. And it hurts.
But no, I'm saying, okay, I understand what you're saying about that. I'm saying, okay, both people in a relationship, they know their roles.
Right.
Like, for example, you're saying you're doing a little bit too much in order just to make sure that that person is okay. This, that, and the third.
Right.
A, B, C, D, all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
The other person, they know they role, but they're not the same way you are. They're not doing the things that you do, but they still know their role and they do what they have to do within a relationship.
Get it?
So is that because that person does not exactly know they role the way you or some women will want them to know their role? Is that a problem?
And see, it can be. And let me explain. The only reason why it can be is because the communication isn't there. Your favorite thing. You know what I'm saying? Because
Correct.
If I don't say something bothers me, and I don't communicate that it bothers me to you,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to know it bothers me.
Correct.
And then it's going to continue, right?
Correct.
So that's the part of, okay, I'm feeling neglected, right? So it's like, if I don't tell you that I'm feeling neglected,
Then
you
how the
don't
fuck am I
know
supposed
that I'm
to know?
feeling neglected. And
Right.
it's like, I think a lot of times, us as humans, we ain't perfect. We expect or assume that our partners can read our minds and can pick up on hints. And it's like, it's not really that cut and dry. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, so it's like, yeah, you might be dropping hints, but it's going straight over the head. And now that's making you even more mad for a person like me. I hate to fucking repeat myself.
Right.
So it's like, you don't fucking see that I'm uncomfortable?
Well,
You don't fucking see that I'm not feeling this right now?
well, I mean, in hindsight, you somewhat got a point right there, because when you're within a committed relationship, two people that are bonded together, that that know each other, that other person should know when something is not right.
Right.
Your person should know when fuck is wrong with her today. Do she need some dick, or do she? Why the fuck she got attitude? Like, what the fuck is
Did you
wrong?
just really
But-
like this? Do you need some dick? Do you need to be digged down real quick?
Is that not?
Ask me some shit like that and I'm going to say yes.
No, I'm saying in general. Your person, whether man or woman, should know when something is wrong with their partner.
Absolutely.
When shit is not right. At the same token, I mean, shit.
Everybody's not.
I know something is not right, but sometimes I'm just like, all right, whatever. Fuck it. It is what it is. But the simple
But
fact
then-
that I still know my role. It's just I'm not for the fucking drama.
True.
I'm not for the fucking drama. I'm
Get
not.
that. But
I'm not
sometimes
getting
it's not
involved in.
always drama. Sometimes it's something that's really simple as.
So you should have said something right then and there.
Sometimes it's as simple as give me a fucking hug.
You should have made the goddamn gesture to get a hug. Talking about bring it in. Come on, bring it in. Come on. Come on, bring it in. I mean, we're not mind readers. You said that earlier.
I just said that.
Right, so-
you know, us as humans, we are not perfect, and we expect our partners to read our minds.
Correct.
Right. And like you said, sometimes you can pick up and be like, what the fuck wrong with her today? Dude, what's wrong with you? Because I done heard you clear as day. If babe is thrown out the window and it goes, Kanika, come here, what's wrong with you? And it's like, the fuck? Why is you saying my whole government name? 1, 2, sir, hell, I don't want to talk about it. Shit, nothing.
But then then it boils down to where the fuck is the knowing your role come in at? Because you try to somewhat, that
No,
person would try to.
I get it. I totally
so-
understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I like I said, not perfect. But see, sometimes I know for me, and this is me, people, I feel like I don't want to be a burden, or I don't want to come off as nagging, or I don't want to come off as nitpicking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So certain things that I see or feel, or you might get a bug on my ass and just be like, okay, I need something at this moment. And I might not be able to just pinpoint exactly what the fuck that is. But it's like I need something in this moment, or I need some kind of something from him, but he's not picking up on it. And he asked me what's wrong, and I don't want to argue. Because I feel like it's going to turn into an argument. Because now I done let my shit fester until I got a whole fucking attitude, right? So I'm walking around like a bull in the china shop. Like, don't fucking talk to me right now. And it's not, and you've heard me say it clear as day, that it's like, it's nothing, I get over it. Like, just give me a minute. I'll get over it in a minute.
But it's like, why? Why should it even get to that point? I mean, we know.
How many times have dudes just been like, damn, all she do is nag. She find a reason to nag. This, and that ain't done right, and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be that person. And I've seen females that bring up shit 24/7. It's like, even I'm looking like, dude, it ain't that fucking serious. So when I feel like it's something going on, and really, in my mind, it's like I got two people. No, I got about 5 people.
So that means,
let me finish.
Okay.
I got about 5 people inside my head, right? And they all going, if one might be like, this shit ain't even that serious. Get over it. Do love you. Move on. And then the other one might be, oh no, girl. It might be just a little bit something. And then another one just might be like, man, fuck it. You sure this it? And you know what I'm saying? And then it's like the personalities in my head, they doing shit and they talking. And then I got an attitude. Now we all got an attitude. And don't nobody know whether we supposed to be happy or sad. I kiss you, hug you, love you, love you too. And it's like,
you only mentioned 3 people in your head. What's up with the other 2?
You know, the other one might be just like, let's just fucking get over it. You know what I'm saying? You know, just you busting up, you be all right. And it's like, you just never know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stall them out. You know what I'm saying? The people in my head talk. And
they're not the people under the stairs, are they?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Then one of them just might be a pretty killer. I don't know. You just never know with me. I don't know.
Yeah, she watched too much true crime.
I
But anyway.
true crime.
Anyway. It's okay, so all right, we got that part situated.
Now you understand where I'm coming from. About being too much.
I'll give you that. I'm still gonna be the ass and be like, y'all still wrong for that shit.
But not saying anything?
Correct.
But see, this is my question. Would you rather for me to bring everything that bothers me, when it bothers me, to your attention?
But what is it that's bothering you? Is it stuff within a relationship or just everyday life shit?
Everyday life shit, I complain about that all day.
Right. So, but
and then there's been times that I get in the car and I don't say shit. I mean, until I feel like talking. I mean, it's just, and it's work, it's shit, or just the day period. I'm just irritated. You know.
That's where I definitely feel knowing your role fucking comes in at, because shit. Oh, she's that way. Fucking, I'm gonna sit over here and be this way. I mean, it's just simple. Okay. So then that's my definition of knowing your role. I'm gonna follow the energy. I'm gonna follow the energy. That is my know the role. That is part of my know the role. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna follow the energy, because you got a fucked up attitude, and I attempt to try to see what's wrong, and I still get a fucked up attitude. You just gonna have a fucked up attitude, and we just going. I'm gonna just let it.
Typically make it worse, but yeah.
I'm just gonna let it play out.
Yeah, but see, this is the fucked up part. This is where the road gets rocky when it comes to you. You'll let it play out, but now you done slipped into your own attitude. So at this point, trying to come out of mine, and I've gotten back on the straight and narrow. I'm straight. I've worked through my issues in my head and got it together, my insecurities, and let's pack that up, roll it up, put it in a box, and let's ship that shit out. Let it go, like Elsa said on fucking Frozen. But then now you got a funk ass attitude, and it's like, the fuck wrong with you? It's like,
cause you started the shit.
No, fuck that. Wait a minute. No, that's the point. But when I tell you, just give me a minute. Let me work through this. This is something that got to do with me. Let me work through it, and then I'll be back.
So your person needs to know that you need to fucking work through.
Absolutely. And it's like, if I say that, that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Don't in turn get a motherfucking attitude and then pitch a fit too.
Okay, but
that ain't helping.
Okay, but then that'll be in the same token. You say, give me my space, or this, that, and the third. But why is it that you need that space? Or why is it that you feel?
Because my mouth is fucked up.
But no, how did it get to that?
Things. But see, that's the thing. That's just me. It's like, right. Yeah, I'm working on myself, but I still have flaws. And one of my flaws is jumping straight to the cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm a juggler couple. So it's like, if I feel backed in the corner and I feel attacked in any way. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, explain yourself. I'm going to snap and I'm going to go off. And what come out my mouth might not be what I mean, but it's going to come out mean. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just give me a second. Let me work it. Let me pick my word, choose my words wisely. Let me have these conversations in my head first, to the back and forth, and how, it could possibly go, and how it could possibly go wrong. And then let's choose a happy medium, and now let me address it.
Oh, shit.
I'm not saying that's a good thing, and I'm not saying people need to do that. I'm just saying that's the way I do it, because you've witnessed it. If I just say shit that's on my mind at that time, or if the conversation gets heated, it ain't no telling what the fuck might come out my mouth. Right. And it's literally from the quick draw McGraw, whatever came to my mind, this shit gonna flow out like diarrhea. And what? You cannot eat that shit. But you can't take it back once the word's out. You can say, okay, I didn't mean it like this.
Yeah, we know the tongue is very vicious. The tongue can be very vicious. And we ain't talking about in a sexual way. I mean, we know the tongue. Yeah. Anyway, regardless. See? The difference is, it's this when you say know your role, is it like in the top 3 perspectives of a relationship? Where would you place that on where would you place that on a scale of 1 to 10, knowing your role?
I think it's very important. It's right up there at the top. Because you kind of have to know your role going into something. Because you need to know.
So you're saying that's number 1?
I ain't going to say completely number 1, but it got to be up there in 1, 2, 3. Because you got
Well, 2 can't be 1. I mean, I'm just saying. Really? I need you to clarify your answer. But
1.5. God damn it.
Fuck anyway, that shit don't
shut
count.
up. Yeah, it do. It count on the scale. Anyway, so I feel like it is very important because you have to know your role in order to play your part. Period. I think they go hand in hand. Because if you don't know your role, what part are you playing? Or are you playing your damn self? Because if you don't know what part you playing, you gonna play yourself. Because, put it like this. If I'm playing girlfriend, and you have no intentions in, if I'm playing girlfriend or playing wife,
okay,
and you have no intentions on marrying me,
okay,
but I'm playing that role,
okay,
and when it boils down to it, now I come with the thing, hey, so I was just wondering, it's been X amount of years, we ain't blah, blah, blah. Do you have any idea when we could possibly,
right.
No, I don't want to get married.
Curveball.
You feel me? So it's
no. Curveball.
But see,
what if that was already established in the beginning?
Okay, if it was already established in the beginning, then you the dumbass because you played a role and was playing a part when you knew that role wasn't even up for grabs. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But whether man or woman, but they love each other.
That's fine, but if it was, put it like this. If in the beginning, it was clear that one person was like, I ain't getting married, and the other person was like, yeah, I want to get married, then y'all done for moving forward when y'all already knowing y'all not on the same level. Because at this point, now, each one is trying to persuade the other one to veer into their lane, to see it my way. Let's not get married. No, let's get married. No, let's not get married. No, let's get married. But if we said that at the beginning, I want to, I don't, then why do we continue? Because now it seems like it's a job of teacher role or like principal or counselor. I'm trying to persuade you to come on over here. No, but I told you I ain't want to.
Right.
Or I told you, or I want you to come over here. We ain't got to get married. We just stay boyfriend and girlfriend forever. No.
Common law marriage.
Fuck that. That shit ain't shit. That shit don't stand up in court.
Shit me, yes it does.
I'm talking about when it comes to really legally splitting shit up. Literally, no.
No. I'm going to hold you to the fire right there. In the state of Pennsylvania, common law marriage holds
Everybody
up.
don't live in Pennsylvania.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying maybe every state is different. In Pennsylvania, common law marriage is two people that have been together 7 years or more.
I know what common law marriage is, and I know the year. But what I'm saying is...
And I seen it held up in court because my mother and my brother's father on my mom's side went through that shit.
Mm-hmm. And then so easily, when one person died and they got kids and another wife somewhere else, they gonna come in and say, common law who? Because I was here first. Again, that shit ain't gonna hold up in court.
Just depends, but okay.
No play. That shit ain't that whatever. I ain't coming off shit. If I come in at the beginning and I say, damn it, I am a wife. I am wife material. I know what I bring. I know what I bring to the table. I know my worth. That's what the fuck I am. So if I'm playing that role, or if I'm doing that part, or playing that part, or knowing that part, and then in the end you go, nah, Now you done fed me false hope because at the beginning I've already established this what I wanted. And see, that's the thing. A lot of people play them little whole games.
Did you establish it, or y'all both established it?
That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
That's what I was getting ready to say. And a lot of times people play themselves.
Okay.
Like I said, know your part, play your part, or you gonna play yourself, or you gonna get played.
Yes, you did. Okay.
So this is the thing. A lot of people go into situations and they go, we have this conversation at the beginning, and it's always well, I can work with it. And it's like, but can you? Can you really work with it?
You're psyching yourself up to work.
Exactly. You saying it because you want this person. And my thing is, if it's meant to be, it's gonna be. Regardless of whether you play your fucking self in order to be with them for the meanwhile because they feel good. Or you gonna get in this situation thinking you can change it in the long run, or they will change their mind. And if anything, the mess gonna fester and it's gonna get deeper and deeper, and y'all gonna fall out big time. And you ain't gotta worry about nobody changing their mind, because now y'all can't stand each other. You don't even want the motherfucker no more. You feel what I'm saying? You done played yourself out so tough, and he done played you so tough, or she done played you so tough, that neither one of y'all want shit. Bye.
Sounds about right.
And then you end on a bitter note, and you done wasted time. And what I
time that you're not going to get back.
That you cannot get back. It's like putting a deposit on some place that you never even decided you was going, that you never moved to, that you thought you was gonna move into, but you never moved into it. So you done wasted all that money just sitting over there, and you ain't get shit with.
Not a motherfucking
and can't get it back.
Nope. I'm just. Who do you feel? Okay, so then when it comes to a relationship, is one person's know they role more important than the other?
I think both sides got to know, or it's not gonna work.
No,
it's gonna be,
is one more important than the other?
What do you mean?
Do the women's know your role hold higher standards than the man's know your role?
I think a couple need to know their role. I think it need to be a joint effort, like filing joint taxes. It need to be a joint effort.
Where the fuck taxes come
well,
from?
What I'm saying is our joint. You know,
I know.
That's what came to mind. But, you know, I think it's like either we both have to have that established in the beginning.
Communication.
Rule the nation. Either we have to, or something is going to be off. And we're going to butt heads eventually. And I think that's when it comes to and I've known situations like this. I know people like this, where he may not even thought about that, you know what I'm saying, or considered marriage. That probably wasn't even on his mind, right?
Right.
Or that wasn't what he was intending to do. She had marriage on the mind.
Right.
Y'all hooking up, whatever, y'all da. And it's like, now we in this situation, live together, whatever the situation may be. And it's like, okay, well, now we need to get married. You know what I'm saying? And I know somebody like that. It's like, and that shit in the long run did not motherfucking work, because really, and he just kind of went along with it. You know what I'm saying? Because she gave that ultimatum at that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to shake the foundation then. All right, fuck it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And then once it's done, and then later on, it's like, shit, did I tie myself to the wrong motherfucker?
All right, so maybe this might be the straw that broke the camel's back.
Right.
You're in a relationship with a person. You know your role. That person knows their role, but they ain't holding up to their role, whether it's man or woman. How much more of importance is it when there's kids involved?
And I'm going to keep it all the way pimping. I ain't blaming nobody, y'all. I ain't pointing fingers. But a lot of times, that's how people get roped into marriage.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Okay.
get roped into marriage or get stuck in marriages. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody got pregnant or you got somebody pregnant and it's like, okay, well, we need to get married now. And it's like, oh, why? Is that what's going to solve our issue?
Nope.
I mean, because really, okay, truth be told, marriage is a piece of paper, right? It's you know, in the long run, it's a piece of paper that you go down there and file at the court,
Right.
But it's also a binding contract. Okay, cool. It's a contract, business contract that both need to put work into, right? You have to have a role. Either we're playing the lead role or we're playing supporting cast. The support cast, 9 times out of 10, they might get a damn award at the award show, and then maybe not. Then they might be just looking at the lead characters like, I'm here, but only partially playing their part.
But that goes back to my question I asked earlier. Which one is more significant, the male or the female? Because what if it's the female that's the main character,
Right.
and the male is the supporting character, the support, or what if it's the other way around? It could go both ways.
It can.
But that's what I'm saying. Is there a point where knowing your role is based more off a woman or based off a man? Or is it supposed to be quote unquote equally yoked?
It need to be established. That's why I said established. And like you said, if kids are involved, a lot of dudes get roped into marriage because they done fucked around and they done slipped up and they miscalculated the next to the last part. Like Big Boy
She said miscalculated.
So therefore, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, you know, that's what she wanted all along. You know what I'm saying? But
To trap him.
I did not say that.
You just said that's what she
No.
wanted all along.
That's what she want. The marriage was what she wanted all along. Did nobody tell him to go in there raw dogging? Did nobody tell him to shoot up the club? So that's partially his fault too. Can't nobody ever say
Nope.
Can't nobody ever
What
say
if
if
she
she
poked
trapped
the,
me.
what if she poked the hole?
Then that's something different. That's trapping. What I ain't saying, I said miscalculated next to the last spot.
I know.
So that meant he was raw dogging and he was just feeling too good and forgot to snap out.
Yeah.
Like a snapping turtle. He forgot to pull his head back into the shell. That's his fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then what I'm saying is, but that gives her this almost like a key to the lock. Let's get married. And he's just like, all right, cool. All right, cool.
Hold on, you just caught me. Look at you like, all right, cool. That almost sounds like some shit I would say. But no, you know, I'm more complex. You know, I gotta ask questions. Fuck you mean, huh?
See, that's what I'm saying.
You said, where are we going? I said, we're going to the motherfucking store. Shit,
You know what?
I mean.
And that's why I will put you out of movie car. So, yeah.
Y'all heard her. If I... Never mind. Go ahead.
Hell, I'm too old. I ain't going to jail. I'm too used to this shit. But anyway, so yeah, it's like, you know, and then they get into these situations and it's like forcing a commitment onto somebody that never wanted to be committed to. Because my thing is, if he wanted to, he would have asked.
Correct. And to piggyback off of that, whether it's man or woman, I feel as though that's what would drive the other person away even more.
Absolutely.
So there is no knowing no role when you're forcing the
Somebody
other
to play a
person.
role that they never even signed up for.
Correct.
I ain't auditioned for that shit.
This ain't New Edition.
You put me in this shit.
I'm not Johnny Gill. So
You know what? You're right.
anyway.
But yeah. So knowing your role, playing your part, not overstepping, staying in my lane. These are notes for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I am not be all, fix all. It's okay to take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And share the driver's seat.
Oh,
What the
shit.
Excuse
I am so sorry.
Excuse the mister.
So-
MISTER, period.
My bad. I don't know where the fuck that came from. People, I am so sorry. No, it was that share the driver's seat that caught me off guard. If you didn't realize, I burped right after that.
I mean, that made you feel some way.
No, I'm just kidding. No. Regardless, whether a man or woman is in a committed relationship, excuse me, sorry. A committed relationship, regardless, in all due facets, a man and a woman should know their roles regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. And yes, it just like you said in the beginning, it should be established in the beginning.
Right.
It's just, I would take it a step further and say the context or the conversation on how, because you can't go in and say, all right, you do this, I do that, you do this, I do that. Like you said, organically,
right.
It's just natural conversation. Say, hey, I do this type of thing, or I do that type of thing. Or if the two people are on the same accord,
right.
Nothing needs to be said because the other person will pick up on shit like that and just do it.
Absolutely.
So,
reciprocation.
Reciprocation.
Right.
Yes. I mean, it's just plain and simple. Yes. I do understand the facets of know your role.
Right.
I mean, there'd be days I don't want to do shit, but I still do it. Yeah. Or it just be days where I just be like, fuck that shit. It's going to get done regardless. But that's not in a bad way. Right. It's not in a bad way.
Hey, sometimes we
it's just a simple
personal me time space. It's like, let me just wind down. I'm just going to sit here and stare at my phone. I don't feel like it right now.
It's just a simple fact that when you say know your role, and the other person already know, yeah, he or she is a fucking ass, and we know damn well they not going to do shit right now. That is a known part.
Stubborn.
That is a known. Okay, stubborn could be a part of knowing your role because that person knows he or she ain't shit. They not going to do this, that, and the third, or they going to do this, that, and the third when they're ready to do it. So then the other person knows their role because they know that person is not going to do it. So there's a no for a no.
Okay. You got to know your part.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay, one trick question before we bone the fuck out.
Here we go.
Is there such thing as loving too hard?
No.
Okay.
In my opinion, no.
Okay.
And I will say no because you can't force love.
Right.
When you love somebody genuinely and wholeheartedly, it just exudes. It shows. It's there. Mm-hmm. The other person knows this motherfucker loves me. Mm-hmm. He or she loves me, so I don't have to question anything.
Right.
That's the respect level between two people. That is the maturity in a relationship between two people. It's just there. So, no, I don't.
I think we kind of touched on it on another episode, one season, a couple seasons ago, or whatever. And it was like, can love be overbearing?
Yes, it can be.
So it's
yes, it can be.
But where I'm kind of going with it, and it's like, I'm never wanting to make my person feel uncomfortable, like I'm doing too much or I'm trying too hard. And I think that's where my knowing your part and knowing your role and playing your part comes in with me, because I don't want to overplay it. It's like I don't want to overbid it, and I don't want to be too much to a point where he is overwhelmed. To a point where it's like, oh shit, okay, just pause. Like, you're doing too much. Just let me do me.
Well, then
and I think that's also another thing, and it kind of go with some of the stuff that we talked about last night on live. And it's like having been, having to be strong and holding up the head for so long, the head of the house so long, you know what I'm saying, and taking care of everybody. Mm-hmm. And it's like learning to step back. Mm-hmm. Like I said, share the driver's seat.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Learning to share the lead.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't have to be know-all, be-all. I ain't got to be Superwoman.
Right.
You know, I have a partner that I can step back, chillax a little bit, lighten that load on my shoulders.
There's only one Karen White.
You know what? I don't want to talk to him no more. Because I'm going to punch him in a minute.
But go ahead, finish.
I don't want to talk to you no more.
We got to finish. Let's go.
Anyway. I'm knowing my role, playing my part, sharing the load.
Correct. No.
And
that is one of the biggest factors.
Learning to share the load.
It's a shared experience.
Right. And that's also a big part of knowing your role and playing your part. Is to openly share. Not try to take on everything because you know you can. And right. It's like, okay, bitch. Alright, we know. You strong.
Unless you hit the motherfucking lottery, but okay.
What they got to do with?
Then the other person don't have to do shit. They gonna know their role because the other person.
Oprah and Stedman? The hell?
How the fuck Oprah and Stedman get?
You said you ain't got to do shit. The fuck? Living in the guest house, not living in the big house. The fuck? We just gonna stay together because we've been together all this time. You know what? I don't know that one. Anyway.
Yes, we are taking this to the tiki-taki.
Yes, we are.
We will be on live. We will be talking about knowing your role. Because this
Tuesday.
This is going. What?
We won't be able to do it next Tuesday.
Why?
Concert. We'll be watching Erykah Badu and Mos Def.
Why did you tell them that?
Because they needed to know.
All right. Well, apparently we ain't gonna be on here next week because we're gonna be at the concert watching. I still want to know what the fuck her incense pussy smells like.
So he want to know.
But anyway, no. So yes, we will be taking a week off, but no. So then we either have to go live Monday or Wednesday.
Monday.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
People, we're taking this to the live. Regardless, we want to know, what is your takes on knowing your role?
Yeah.
Where do you stand at on knowing your role? Yeah, there might be a question or two at the end of the podcast. You better fucking answer. Whether it's a question or a comment, you better fucking do something. And we know who you are.
Yes.
Please believe.
Please believe.
But anyway, no, people, we love the fuck out of y'all. So.
We rocking with y'all because we love that y'all rocking with us.
Correct.
Correct. Like we always say, please share the share the podcast, like it, follow, review it, rate us. Please rate us. We need the rates to grow. Just follow us on all major platforms. If you're new here, hello.
What's poppin'?
Welcome to the family. Because we are family, and I don't mean porn sisters, we are family. So, so
fuck.
Wait, I'm just saying. Y'all know I'm all about the music. Okay, the YouTube is up and bumping. We're starting to upload episodes. We should be coming with our first live very soon, or our first video, so y'all can see us interact. Yay! For the ones that's not on the tiki-taki. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. We will have merch coming really soon. The Philly On Lock Podcast t-shirts will be coming really soon. And we hope that y'all will rock with us. And we will be having our very first meet and greet coming at the end of the year. So far, Dallas is winning. at the poll that we took. So we may be meeting up in Dallas. So if you're in or around the Dallas area and you want to meet with us, stay tuned.
Just pull the fuck up. That's all you gotta do. Just pull up.
Stay tuned for dates and times, you guys.
Hey, bro. You know how it is. This is what we do. This is what we love to do. We want to conversate with our people. When we want to talk our shit, we want to have our opinions. It is what it is. And I'm not talking about no Cameron May shit because we started this shit. But regardless.
Oh, okay. We can do it. Okay, so anything else, sir?
We love y'all.
So, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Peace. Thank you for tuning in to today's discussion. We hope you enjoyed the show. If so, please rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or Facebook. The more we grow, the more people will know just what we have to offer, and it doesn't cost you a dime. To personally interact with us, please follow us on all major social media platforms, and we will get back with you. Until next time, bye.